Hello everybody, my name is Nick and you're watching Leet unboxing video of the Canon EOS 6D Mark II. Now when it comes to the 6D Mark II, I will go over the specifications really quickly and then I will get into the more important stuff. Well, this camera has 26.2 megapixels, it has DIGIC 7 processor, it has 45 AF points, all cross type. In comparison with the older model that's 6 megapixels more, it's a totally new DIGIC 7 processor in comparison with the DIGIC 5 Plus processor. It has 45 AF points in comparison with one cross type on the old camera and in with the 11 in total. When it comes to the ISO, you do have 40,000 the highest ISO in comparison with the 25,600 on the old camera, with the extensions being the same 102,400. When it comes to the shutter speed, it's the same 1/4000 of a second. When it comes to the screen, this has a 3-inch tilt shift touch screen in the comparison with the non-tilt, non-shift, non-touch screen, just the regular one with 3.2 inches. When it comes to the frame rate on this camera, it's 6.5 frames per second with the comparison of 4.5 on the old one. They both have the Wi-Fi and this one has a Bluetooth, and the battery on this can last for 1200 shots in the comparison with the 1000 shots on the old camera. Now, after using this camera, what do I think about it? Is it better than the old camera, and is there any point of switching from the old camera to this one? Well, if you already have a 6D, my general belief is that you should not be thinking about anything remotely close to the 6D, and that every professional should be getting something along the lines of, let's say, at least 5D Mark IV or most likely 1D series. But after I've used this camera, even I was thinking about maybe I should be switching to 6D Mark II. Now I know I've just said you should at least keep a series, not a generation but a series. This thing just blew my mind. I mean, it's so much better. The autofocus on this is amazing. I mean, even when subject is run directly towards you, this camera is capable of finding focus, just capable of finding focus. There is no but or any addition of it. And those 2 frames per second, I mean, oh, it's just so great. When it comes to the ISO, there's some significant improvements in the ISO. I mean, I was just amazed about it. But after I got the chance to sleep on it, will I be getting 6D Mark II? Most likely not. And the reason why is that, again, you should probably skip a series. For instance, my first camera was the entry-level DSLR from the Canon. In my particular case, it was 700D. After 700D, I skipped to the 6D, totally skipping the 60s, 70s, 80s, 80Ds, because in my particular opinion, it's a waste of money. Most people will tell you, if you have something like, let's say, 700D, you should be waiting for 800D, or in case now it's 77D. But should you be getting this one? Well, there is a significant improvement. It's not like most times Canon will just do some small tweaks and then put the camera out. Well, if this camera had a 4K video, I would tell you, just get it. There's no point of waiting for 6D Mark III. You should be just getting 6D Mark II. This camera, however, does not have a 4K video. if they put out some patch or some update for the software so you are able to shoot 4K video at some point, then definitely they probably will. In my opinion, I believe they probably will be putting out some software update later to enable you to shoot 4K. So should be getting this. Well, if you bought your 60 new when it was when it just came out, you probably are using it a lot, so you might be in a market for buying a new camera. If you're not going to be buying 5D Mark IV or at least 5D Mark III, then this is definitely a good option. I know I generally am one of those people who believe you should be skipping series, but this is just, I was amazed. The autofocus in it is just so much great improvement, ISO, and a lot. You're watching Leet. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment and subscribe. And until the next time, goodbye.